Hi, in this video I'm going to cover the stock data type feature in Excel. Now this is only available in Office 365 version of Excel, or I think they're going to have it in Excel 2019. And if you have those versions of Excel, you can do this. What happens is when you go into data and you have this data types, there's stock and geography. We're going to cover stocks here. So if you like to track your finances, let's say that you have something like Google. I have no Google, and maybe I'll try Google's one of Google's competitors is Facebook, and maybe I already know the Facebook ticker symbol. I can do that too, and I just need to select that and go into stocks. It's going to go out there and look and find what are the names, and it gives you the names, the stock exchange it's on, and the stock ticker symbol. You also notice there is this icon here. If I hover over it, you can see it's the show card feature, and you can also press Control, Shift, and F5, and it'll show you that. This shows the card. It shows additional information about that stock. You can see the price, the exchange, the last time traded, the ticker symbol, the exchange abbreviation, NASDAQ. You see that there's a lot of information here, highs, lows, volume, etc. And these let you select what you want to put. So if I select the price at close and click on the extract price to grid icon, it's going to put it there. I just need to auto fit this here. So that's 12.29. I can do the same thing for Facebook, or I can just click over on Facebook and click on the icon here where it clicks insert data, and I will put in the price. And let's see, I think where was the closing price? Or I can just go down here and click on price, and it'll give me the price there. Another way to put it in there is, if you notice, if I go over in this particular cell, you can see that it's referencing C7 here, and C7.price. I can do the same thing. I can go equals C7, and you can see now, once I've done that, it's giving me a drop down, so I can put in and select, maybe I'll select the price to earnings ratio. Double click that, press enter, you see the price to earnings ratio. Double click the fill handle, drop it down, and I've copied that formula down, C8 dot PE. I can go name, and then I would do price, and then I do PE. All right. But maybe you don't want to do this. You want to have it a little bit more automatic. And a preferable way is to turn this into a table. So let me go over here and type Google, and I'll type Facebook here. Maybe I'll just type up name here, and I'll turn this into tables. So select my range here, go to insert and table, or I can press Control T to turn that into a table. I'm just going to click that since I'm there. Does my table have its headers? Yes. Click OK. And the nice thing about turning into a table and using the data type, the stock data type feature, is a lot of automation, right? So let me click in here. Let me see if I can just click one and go to data and click stocks and see if it turns it. Oh, I have to click both of them. Let's just select my cells here, click stocks, and it's going to go out and look for the appropriate selection. It gives you this data selector navigation window. You can see that Facebook is on a couple stock exchanges, but we want the one on NASDAQ, not the Bolsa or the Bolsa here. Let's see how many it selects. There's a couple there, but we want the one on NASDAQ. Select, and it's going to appropriately go out and do that. So the nice thing about putting it into a table is when I click add column, or if I click this feature here, let's go with this feature first, the card, and let's say I want it price again. Let's go down to price, and or let's see, where's price? Let's see, price. We had the closing price here, price at close. So we click on that. You see it's added not only for Google, but it's added for Facebook. Double click here to expand. Now I can also, instead of doing it and adding it via the card, I can just click on the cell, any cell here, and my selector here, my add column selector, shows up here, and maybe I add PE, and it adds it for both, right? So that's a nice thing about it. Also, a nice thing about tables is if you already know what you want to add there, you already kind of know the name of it, you can just kind of go to the next adjacent cell here and type it. So if I type high, you can see that it's looking and seeing what the appropriate selections are for HI. So I click on that, and it adds it in there. So that's a nice thing about that. Or you can type low, and we've got our 52-week low, and you see that it's added the titles there for you. So it's really nice that it does that. Also, another nice thing about it is, let's double click this to autofit, is if we want to add something else in here. Let's say we want to add another company. Let's add IBM. IBM, press tab. You can see it's going to try to look out for it. It hasn't really found it, but oh, it did. It just took some time to find it. So it did find it. Double click the auto fit there, and that's the nice thing about having the stock feature and the table feature, adding it into table feature, because when you add more things in there, it automatically adds or populates the other attributes here. One thing to also think about is when you close this file, you want to maybe save and close it, and you want to refresh the prices. One way to do that is to go under data, refresh all. That's one way to do it. Another way to refresh it is to click on the cell and right click and go to refresh, and that will refresh it. So one thing about this is if you decide you want to kind of copy and paste it onto something else, you don't want these to show up here. And what you want to do is you want to have a static price. Let's say this was like on X date, and you didn't want to have it dynamically reference that. So what we do is we would select our cell range. You can see that it's still got the references there. So if I select my cell range here, Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste. I have my little paste icon. I just want to paste its values. They can do that. You can see that those references to the cell disappeared. Let's undo this. Control Z to undo. Whoops. Control Z to undo. We have it there. The other way, of course, if you want to use the ribbon, you can go copy and then paste its values, right? And then paste its values. Now this one is a little bit different. When I do Control V, Control C, and then Control V, paste its values. Let's see if that worked. It doesn't really do it. See, it's still there. What we need to do is we need to right click and go to data type and then convert to text, and it converts that all to text. So now you can take all this, cancel. You can take all this, right? These are all text values. They're not referencing anything dynamic in nature. You take this all, Control C, Control V to paste it wherever you want it to paste, or you can just leave it here if you just want something static. So there goes your stocks data type. It's a pretty neat feature that's available for Excel users in Office 365 and hopefully in Excel 2019. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.